yourself on the floor. When the man with the power and the dollar says you ain't worth a cent, and your wings won't fly and your words won't flow, you can't force a smile and they won't leave you alone. I see the light in you, let it shine again. 'Cause you were born for the fire, raised by the storm, braver together, loud and fun. Heart full of country, soul full of grit. We don't run, we rise, and we don't quit. Oh, we don't run, we rise, and we don't quit. I know a woman with a lion's heart and a pretty blue dress with a shopping cart. Head full of dreams, gonna change the world. Got a body of words they say won't sell, and a way with words that she won't tell. I see the light in you, let it shine again. 'Cause you were born for the fire, raised by the storm, braver together, loud and fun. Heart full of country, soul full of grit. We don't run, we rise, and we don't quit. Hey, we don't run, we rise, and we don't quit. We don't.
Sometimes just rocking it. Good morning. Happy Friday morning. One day left. You got one day to make it till the weekend. Although technically the weekend can start on Friday. Like Friday, 5 p.m. This ever at all. Okay. Guys, welcome to Out of Pocket Live here with Allie and Michelle. Thank you to Talk Red. Make sure that you guys are following us on all social media platforms if you're not already. Allie, some fun stuff to talk about today. I apologize if we have a little lag. We do have some gremlins that are running around in the studio this morning. Not Austin. Austin's a cutie pie. Hey, go get the gremlins. Okay, go get the gremlins. Sorry. Okay, we won't baby. I can baby talk the whole show. Here's what we've got rolling today, guys. We're talking about fixing the American election system. So this isn't just state. This isn't just LA. I think Trump said it best. It's literally, maybe there's parts of it that need to be federalized. We'll talk about it a little bit. Allie, we got your post that we're going to share about the Southern Poverty Law Center.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Some of them, maybe we need to whip them in line. And also, it sounds like Rand Paul's got a Fauci ultimatum coming, guys. So you're not going to want to miss this.
All right, let's open that mic and see how out of pocket we can be today.
Two queens, no filter, say what they feel. Allie and Michelle keep it way too real. Politics, family, yeah, we go there. If it's out of line, we don't care. It's out of pocket. It's out of pocket.
I'm struggling today, y'all. Just letting y'all know. I need more stronger coffee. Hey, boo.
Stronger coffee. There has been
he
some.
knows. He's like, Mom, what's the matter?
He does. He's sitting right there.
He
right
never
there.
sits with me like this, y'all. You know this.
That's what fur babies do.
Hi, Bubby.
You know, Allie, we've it's been a rough week. Can we just take a second? Like, I don't know what y'all are feeling there, but I've heard from 3 other people already who have felt like it was like spiritual attack. Whether it's
Vindictive, stupid comments, or I don't know.
it might need to be
Hate.
closer to your mouth. I don't know.
It does, but it's I don't need to fix it, and I can't hurt my hand.
Oh, baby girl. She can carry a tune though. Yeah, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, "You ever just get so much under attack that it's like it paralyzes you,
Yeah, a little bit.
and then you just don't like you can't really do the things you need to do."
And it's harder when it comes like from friendly fire. Like
Yeah.
it's friendly fire. It's people that you don't expect. People that you
That's
thought
true.
were, like,
That's true.
Close, and people you thought were like friends. Who you thought like be able to put some other things aside and like understood some things, and
Yeah.
it was just like, all right, cool. We can support this because this is this is the mission,
Right.
right? But I guess not everybody's mission focused. They're more focused on themselves, right? And
Say that again, yes.
feeding their own ego or their
Yeah.
own ideologies. And at the end of the day, like I told my son earlier, and I'm like, at the end of the day, people don't punch down. People punch up.
Oh, good.
And so they're always going to come for you when you're doing better than them,
Yep.
or you're doing something that they couldn't do, or you have the reach, or you have the this and that they don't, right? And it's interesting, especially when there's like they try to throw like morality at you, but who was it? Didn't Jesus say throw the first stone?
Well, listen, but when I look at David's life, and I'm not
Yes.
going to judge David, but like so widely used by God, but yet
Still
so flawed.
I mean, Solomon, bro, Solomon had like 800 wives, y'all.
Solomon, we couldn't kick it. I'm just saying, I'd be like, no, lose the number.
800 wives. And was like, didn't God call him like a man after his own heart? And still was a flawed human. Like we're all flawed.
We've got to get out of this box of wanting perfect more when it comes to moral and judgments of your personal life. We've got to get away from expecting perfection when it comes to people, especially those that run in office. Not that we shouldn't have a bar and a metric that we're trying to achieve, but you're just, if that's what you want today, you've got 435 vacant seats right now in Capitol Hill because every last one of them is flawed in some way. And so you've got to,
President.
okay, 436.
And has had, he's got how many wives?
But not only that,
How
like
many kids?
he's had
Like-
bankruptcy. Like he's had bankruptcy. He's had, I mean, there's,
Like,
it's a rough day.
can we not?
Can we not?
Can we just focus on trying to save America, please? Because that's what's at stake right now.
Yeah, your personal feelings for me aren't going to matter when,
The left has a hold of the school board, has a hold of the House of Representatives, and can't get anything passed, and actually want to impeach our president and want to completely upend and uproot all of the good things that we've laid
yes.
and made better, like the beautification of America. They want to completely dismantle that. They want to
Yep, you're
make
right.
us a third world country, and they want you to bow. And
Well-
I'm not doing that. I don't care what it is. I don't. care.
Yes.
I haven't murdered anybody, and I'm not a pedophile. Like that's it.
You're right. You're right. And we've never claimed to not be human. Allie, look, we didn't even plan this. The Lord did, because this is that kind of inspirational, like don't quit, don't give up. Kind of like our opening song, right? From Brielle Hart. Like we don't run, we rise, and we don't quit. There is going to be another knockdown and another watch me shake it off and get back up again. And this is exactly what Spencer Pratt's message has been since. I always wonder, like, especially if like you're an incumbent and you lose the election, or somebody like Spencer Pratt, who's got all this momentum behind him. He never asked for this. Never. It wasn't like he was out for a title for himself. And so now, like, how's he doing? How's he holding up over there on the West Coast? Take a quick look at his message here. Let's see if we can get a look at it. Yeah.
Look at that. He reminds me of one of our TPUSA Club America kids. Oh my goodness, the swag is like
He says, folks, we're dealing with a fraction of a percentage point difference. So, of course, in his mayoral candidacy, there are still hundreds of thousands of votes outstanding, and LA officials have given us the next 3 weeks to count. Let's get her done, is what he says. So I love this. I love coming out and giving your followers, your supporters, some kind of message of what's going on.
And not just like,
I didn't realize it was that close.
Yeah, no, they thought.
And so this is what you have to do. You have to, in 2020 or 2016, we outvoted the algorithm in a lot of ways. And that's why they were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that Hillary didn't win. And then, in 2020, I think they just upped the ante, which is why Biden actually got more votes than Obama. I mean, how does that happen?
It didn't.
She said it didn't.
It didn't.
In case you're wondering, it didn't.
It didn't. And then in 24, we outvoted the algorithm, right?
Absolutely.
So in 26, are we going to have a repeat of 2020?
Well, and this is what.
Are we going to have a repeat of 2026?
Please, that one, the later one. I pick C.
2024?
I would like another 2024. Well, I remember being at Trump headquarters when that came in, and we were like, this is where the work really starts. So Anna Paulina Luna posted this, you guys. Take a look at her post on X. She's letting people know what excuse me, what they're doing out there on the West Coast in wake of this election with Spencer Pratt. She says in February, so think back just a few months, Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco asked for 600,000 ballots as a part of an election investigation in California. So he's asking, look, I need these ballots. This is the state and the sheriff's trying to do their job. What was Gavin Newsom's response? He said a few months later that he signed legislation making it a crime, Allie, to seize ballots and ask for the custody of ballots from election officials. Instead of increasing transparency, California has now criminalized trying to get access to evidence for election investigations. You can't make this up. I wish I was.
So it's just like, who's the investigator? They have a bill under his name. Why can't I remember his name right now?
Federal? Nick Shirley.
The Shirley
There's so
bill.
many Nicks.
So I know.
And I'm like, Sorter,
Going
Shirley.
through, like the Rolodex and all the Nicks. So I'm like, I can't figure it out. And I think I had a couple Chris's in there.
Wait.
It's not the right one. What's happening here?
Close the file cabinet.
Flip it. So it's just like California doing the Nick Shirley Act, where they don't want President Trump. They don't want Nick Shirley to go in investigating, right? Or any journalist investigating fraud.
Yeah.
So instead of them uncovering the fraud and trying to figure out where the fraud is coming from, and return that money back to the California people, they want to just completely no investigators can look into fraud. Just like no, you cannot be transparent and figure out,
I just want the ballots for an investigation. There's still a chain of custody, but here's what here's the thing. If you don't have a free press like Nick Shirley, and if you don't have free and fair elections, you don't have a republic.
No. So a nation that cannot secure its elections cannot long-term secure its sovereignty.
Right.
Period.
Dude.
You just can't.
And I wonder, and part of me, like when I was out in California for almost a year, I would watch the news because I was fascinated. How did y'all end up with this narrative? Like, how do you feel and think the way you do? And you know what I found, Allie? I could not find a lot of people who voted for Gavin Newsom, who voted for Biden, who believed what the leftist propaganda. And I'm like, well, who voted for these people?
Skid Row.
Did you see that video? Oh my God. I almost included it. I should have.
You should have, because James O'Keefe Media.
Yeah. OMG.
Right?
OMG.
OMG came out and literally was recording people
On Skid Row. So
on Skid Row.
you know what Skid Row is?
Names. They're
The homeless drug addicts.
The homeless drug addicts. That's
Living
why
in
they call it
tents.
that. And they had someone that was going out, a couple people that were going out with these pamphlets of like names and addresses, and they're making them fill out ballots. So what's your name? It's a guy. What's your name? And it's a female name. And then like they're writing down the address and they're getting paid $2. $2 for a vote.
Skid Row.
Skid Row. And people are trying to say that it's fake news. This is what Democrats
Is it
do.
because it's James O'Keefe?
And it's because it's exposing.
Well, is anybody gonna investigate it to prove that it's fake?
That it's right. Can you
Or is that going to be written in legislation too?
just James O'Keefe that's gonna go?
Wow.
Is CNN gonna go look? Is
So-
Fox News
so-
gonna go look and send someone out there? Probably not.
And is Fox News? Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm thinking no. I'm thinking not Fox Nation, not Fox Sports, none of it. But it makes you think, Allie, like and this is an issue. So when we talk in the second half of the show about, or later the show about some works, fixes that Trump has up his
Oh,
sleeve.
okay.
You've got to think about it.
I was like, wait, I thought you were gonna mention like the ladies like that were twerking for votes.
Yes, that's
Like seriously.
like a candidate.
Yeah, we got
for votes?
some candidates out
Hold
here.
on, I
just
got an
wild.
answer. I got an answer to door knocking. If it's not working, get twerking.
Wow. Oh my. Oh my.
I'm gonna make a T-shirt.
That's what. No, ma'am.
Oh well, you're one of your favorites. Senator Mike Lee has got some. He's got some things that he's trying to explain to us
Explain
to us.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and roll this clip.
Like a lot of Americans, I've been really disturbed by what we've seen in Los Angeles. The results of that election are yet another reminder of the fact that we have to pass the Save America Act. I mean, we've got election security problems that need to be remedied, and the Save America Act can help us get there. So this is my bill. Chip Roy and I wrote this together about 2 years ago. We remain convinced that it's one of the most important pieces of legislation that we can pass. It's one of the most important pieces of legislation that's moved through Congress in a long time. It has passed the House. It's passed the House repeatedly. It hasn't passed through the Senate. We face opposition at every angle. Look, the American people overwhelmingly support this. It's controversial only in the calls of Congress. Democrats in the Senate inexplicably are opposing it with everything in them, even though Democrats and Republicans throughout America really do support the Save America Act. Among Republicans, facing some interesting headwinds. On the one hand, you've got some in the Senate who are saying, let's stop talking about it, stop advocating for it. One of my Senate Republican colleagues advocated for that today, that we stop talking about it. I'm not going to stop talking about it. And the more people tell me to stop talking about it, I'm going to talk about it even more because we need it. And the events of the last 24 hours confirm that. There's another set of messages, though, that is coming from those who purport to embrace the Save America Act and want to pass it. It goes something like this. Every time I say something about this lately, there are a whole bunch of people who comment, look, you got to remove John Thune as your leader right now, or your words mean nothing. Going so far as to accuse those of us who are advocating for it of being insincere because we're not removing John Thune. First of all, they are mistaken. There's this false rumor circulating that supposedly any five of us could remove John Thune. That is not true. It's categorically not true. We don't even have a procedure for removing a leader in the middle of a Congress like this one. And it certainly wouldn't be by 5 votes if we created one. Secondly, any such effort would fail. It would fail miserably. Third, if we undertook that effort, it would severely, irreparably harm our efforts to try to pass the Save America Act in this Congress or any time in the foreseeable future. So look, we've got one path and one path only that I can see at this point. And that is if we put the Save America Act on the Senate floor. And yes, it does have to be John Thune who makes the decision to do that. And I will continue to encourage everyone to get on board with that idea. If we put it on the floor and we debate it and we continue to debate it until it passes, and we don't file cloture until we know we have the votes to get the thing past cloture, I believe we could pass it. Yes, that's difficult. Yes, that kind of approach hasn't been done in a long time. We still have to do it.
Wow.
So, and this reminds me of what you were saying the other day about where is the whip?
Mm-hmm.
Because, and I don't, obviously that I'm not that whip, but I'm talking about that, on the Senate floor, who is our majority whip? Do we have somebody that is, and why are they
John
not?
Barrasso.
So I would like to hear from him on what
You're
he's
not gonna.
doing. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. And the look I got from Thune, that we got from Thune at his press conference the other day, was like a laughing, like kind of blasé.
This is what makes me so frustrated about this entire
Yeah, I know. Yes. Go,
girl,
girl.
and you already know this.
But go. Yeah.
The true conservatives, the true America First people
Mhm.
that want our government to properly represent the American people under the Constitution,
Yeah.
right? Because you're not just there to to represent the people, right? Because then that's just democracy and that's
Yeah.
mob rule.
Right.
You're there to make sure that their constitutional rights are protected
Right.
in the votes that you take,
Right.
or in the bills that you pass or don't pass. So when you have people that are in office that refuse to do either, you have people that are there who have literally just bought seats.
Mm.
So it's hard for an America First, a true America First conservative to get into office and challenge these folks who have been derelict of duty, because that's exactly what this is.
Yes.
If you can't pass, and 83% of Americans want the Save America Act
Polling at
passed.
83%. That's amazing.
83% of Americans.
Yeah.
You're telling me that the Senate can't do it, but the House has been able to do it 3 times. 3 times. And the Senate can't because they don't want to. It's not because they don't have the votes. What makes you think, why don't they have the votes? Because the people that are voting don't want to support it. That's why.
Here's the thing. I think this could point to 2 separate things, guys. This could be that this is how out of touch even the Democrat representatives are from their constituents, because this is when we say people are left behind from the Democrat Party. Like they just feel like the Democrat Party abandoned them. Think about it. If it's polling at 83%, that's both sides of the aisle, then the Democrats are not doing the will of the people that they've been elected to represent. But the second thing is, I always think about these, as you call them, like spaghetti Republicans, the ones that really don't have the cojones to do what they're asked to do. Did you hear what President Trump said the other day about Susan Collins? That he's coming out and actually supporting her. And this makes me think, I'm like, Susan Collins, like she gives you crap all the time, dude. But in her state, this is what I'm hearing. And RNC Chair Joe Gerters, we had this conversation. In some states, you have to focus on the type of Republican you can get elected.
Yeah.
And I never thought of it that way. Like, for example, we cannot go to Maine and get elected as a Republican.
No.
Susan Collins is workable in that situation.
In that area.
But then
Florida's different though, by the way. So
just for the record,
I'm so frustrated. Y'all have no idea. Anyway,
you have no idea. It's good, girl. It's good. So I think when you think about people like Susan Collins, of course, Thune is a different. I just left my head. What state is Thune from?
I thought it was North Carolina.
Okay.
Or is that Tillis?
We'll check during the commercial break. But yeah, a perfect example
Theory.
of like where. Oh my God, let's do it.
Theory. What state is Speaker John Thune representing? South Dakota.
Oh,
So Tillis is North Carolina.
let's get it together, South Dakota, because you would think that constituency could put somebody else up. And I think this is why you see Trump really isn't coming out, obviously supportive of Thune. So maybe he's looking for retirement, because that's what I think. If this is the
No. If you are if you are derelict of duty and you are refusing to pass a bill that will protect our votes, because now you're essentially a national security threat. You should not retire on my dime.
Oh, I agree ideologically, but look at what Marjorie Taylor Greene did.
Absolutely, I don't think she should retire on my dime either.
But she did.
It is
But
what it
she
is.
did.
Here,
And they get full compensation, guys, for the rest of their life.
how about we send the moral police after that part, because
Yes, like get out of our social media and go get the big dogs.
instead of fuck out my bedroom, like I'm gonna need y'all to not.
You heard it first here. You want to know where we got the name Out of Pocket Live? Out of Pocket. Guys, so this here might be the dream team so if it doesn't work out for Spencer Pratt, because that sometimes happens. I mean, I ran for office in 24 and largely didn't win. So you kind of navigate like, okay, what do you go next? It's not that you try and fail, it's you try and try again. So if this doesn't work out for Spencer Pratt, does this look like a possibility? Take a listen here.
Spencer Pratt did not have the same luck in Los Angeles. It appears that not luck, hard work, because he worked really hard too. Would there be a place for Spencer Pratt in a Hilton governor's administration?
Well, I would be honoured to have him in any kind of role, particularly focused on the areas he spent so much time looking into and developing positive plans for, notably homelessness. I don't know where he's at. I haven't spoken to him since the election results, but of course he made a huge impact, and he gave hope in Los Angeles. And I actually think it's a travesty that we have this top two system, which meant that in LA there's not the same chance to vote for change as we're now going to have statewide.
Thank you so much, Steve Hilton. It's great to talk to you. We look forward to having you back as this progresses. And
yeah, so you never know what doors open when you start doing these things. I mean, you never do. I mean, I when I ran for school board in 22, and I again didn't win because the incumbent was, I mean, she outspent me, which is great.
Yeah.
I like conservatives. I love y'all, but we do not. Why are you throwing, this is my question. Why are we going to throw more money at somebody that's already self-funded? It doesn't make sense to me, y'all. And you know that they don't represent your values and like your stance on government.
I'm telling you that when we go back out on the road at some point to do any type of speaking engagements or any type of training for our grassroots individuals, we need to discuss fundraising, because you know who donates to candidates? Large corporations and those with money within the party. Do you know who doesn't donate to candidates?
Grassroots.
We don't.
And those are the loudest ones. I've donated.
Yeah.
I've donated as much as I could.
Yeah. Well, my own money to my own campaign, but I'm saying like
I've donated to other candidates because I can't.
Yeah.
It's hard. Yes. I understand. I get it.
Yeah, I know, but it's a real issue.
But then you can't be mad. Like if you honestly want, if you want your representative to not, if you want to feel like to those that are donating to them at large amounts, then perhaps crowdfund in a better way. Put $5 a day. Yeah. Like figure out what it's like, how bad do you want it?
Yeah.
How bad do you want it?
Because there's a difference between being active in an activism role and then switching over to running for office and being a successful candidate. I'm finding that there are so many nuances that people don't really train you on or think about. Now, it's going to be exciting to see what happens in 2026. We're going to have to take a quick commercial break for Liberty Cigars, but guys, don't go anywhere because we are going to talk about some potential fixes that we're hearing with the Save America Act. Can it be done? Can it be done in time for the midterms? I don't know if you guys saw, President Trump did sign an executive order regarding mail-in ballots. Let's see if that's going to be contested. Are we going to actually have an answer before election day?
It is election season.
I hate that.
I know.
It
guys, is what it is.
It is what it is. We'll be right back with more Out of Pocket after this quick message.
Okay.
From the heart of Marietta, Georgia, comes a tribute to the spirit of liberty. Liberty Cigars, where history meets craftsmanship. Each cigar tells a story. The Founders Collection honors the visionaries who shaped a nation. The President's House Collection celebrates the leaders who steered it. And the Naval Series salutes the heroes who defended it. Handcrafted with precision, each blend mirrors the essence of its namesake. From the boldness of George Washington to the elegance of Thomas Jefferson. Indulge in a moment of reflection. Light a Liberty cigar and savor the legacy. Discover your story at libertycigars.com, because every great nation deserves a great cigar. Liberty Cigars, smoke the history. And don't forget to use promo code OpenMic for 10% off your order.
All right, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. You remember that song? I don't know where that came from.
What show is that?
I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh my gosh, Siri.
Siri is our co-host today.
Where is the song "Welcome Back" from? Welcome back. I don't know. It's not coming up. Siri doesn't like me today.
Siri's like, I took the day off. It's Friday.
She did. She's like, what is happening here?
Called in sick.
It's fine.
How many of your Siris responded though? Because mine lit up. I was like, oh.
Ask it. Ask it.
Welcome back. Oh, what is the name of that show?
Welcome Back, Carter.
Oh, okay. That helped me out minor. That wasn't my idea.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Welcome back, Carter.
Good.
That brings me back to some good TV,
I
like
know,
just
right?
fun stuff, man.
It's like-
Before it was all woke.
Well,
You remember Archie Bunker?
for me, it was Nick at Night. Like that's
Oh, well,
that's
we're
how it
talking-
played. Because two totally different generations here.
But wait a
But
minute.
it's
For
cool.
the record, Archie Bunker wasn't my generation; it was my parents' generation. I just was
still great
forced.
watching TV.
I was forced to watch what they watched.
Right.
Watch
Well,
TV in the house.
I mean, we could talk about. Hi, baby.
Well, Allie, you know the reason I'm bringing this up. I don't know if you guys saw that. This is what Trump had to say. This is a potential fix. I want to get your thought on this. Take a look at his post. I won't read the whole thing, but he says basically he's committed to rebuilding our great military and our great country. He said he's calling on Republicans in Congress to immediately advance and pass the forthcoming $350 billion reconciliation bill. And he's asking to include the Save America Act in it as well. No games, no delays, get it done ASAP. So reconciliation bill is what, because obviously when you want them to do something that the American people want them to do, you have to tie it to spending.
Right.
Because that's
which
what they
is
know how to
just
do.
Ridiculous.
But I did see
This was Luna's idea, though, too.
yeah, oh, absolutely.
This was Luna's idea.
But I don't know. You know, they go in with their pen a lot in the Senate. That's where they go in and strip things out. Yep.
You know what? If they take the Save America Act out of the reconciliation bill and still pass the Save Our Bacon Act in their farm bill, I'm going to be I might move to South Dakota. Like
That would be a great vacation spot, would you please?
I'm just saying, because wow, not really. I love Florida. I'm saying.
I mean, I don't want my bestie to go anywhere, but I'm just like, that's what happens. Listen,
That is
don't think
just
that they don't do this.
insane.
Don't think they don't shuffle people around the nation.
Someone that lives in Pasco trying to run for Hillsborough County. Like, what are we doing? I am so tired of my county being represented by people that don't live here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like,
well,
enough with the carpet bagging, y'all. Like, what's happening? I understand. I get it. But no.
So guys, what the ask is for you is to make sure that you call your senators. You can do it right straight through the weekend. Leave a nice, warm, brief message on their voicemails. Let them know you want them to support. Obviously, again, the Save America Act as part of the reconciliation bill
Needs to happen.
You could throw something in there like, you know, you say you support Trump. This is the ask.
This is the litmus test. It's like President Trump standing at his State of the Union address saying, please stand if you support the American people in the United States Constitution. And the left did not stand at all. This is the litmus test. This is exactly what this is.
Yes.
Having the Save America Act where only U.S. citizens can vote in our elections and there's no mutilation on children, right? Like we're protecting our kid, the most I can't. This is the litmus test.
And I actually think that's a huge part. They've been
just angry today.
They've been wanting to strip the mutilization of children, trans surgeries. They've been wanting to strip that out of it too, and that's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I love it. This is if you guys didn't see this, they had the congressional baseball game last night. Let me see.
Yes.
Hold on. I want to make sure I'm on the right one.
Our very own Greg Stubbe.
No, we'll talk about.
I know, but he's in it. He plays.
Yes, I know, but we kind of covered that yesterday. But I don't know if you guys saw he had a post on social media where Stubbe was icing down his shoulder. He pitched the entire game.
Of course he did.
He's the entire game, sir.
He's the best pitcher. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about it.
All right,
I've talked about it.
Let's fast forward. Let's go ahead and show the next clip, Zach, and we'll get our responses to it here. Take a look. Oh, yes, Rand Paul.
Hey, everybody. Kara with Lindell TV here with Senator Rand Paul, who, by the way, I just want to let you know your dad is one of my favorites of all time. We're here outside the Children's Health Defense Forum on the vaccine, and you're talking a lot about Fauci, I heard in there, and how you feel like there should be prosecutions. Can you talk a little bit more about that and what you found?
You know, we've referred Fauci twice under the Biden administration for prosecution. We've now referred him twice under the Trump administration. We think one of the bits of leverage we have on him now is that two people have been indicted. David Morenz has been indicted for invading FOIAs and Freedom of Information. And then there's another gentleman, Vincent Munster, was bringing in dangerous viruses illegally. We think they both might have information on Anthony Fauci that could be given up on this. We also have uncovered information that Anthony Fauci was exchanging emails with people saying, hey, read this and then destroy it. It's illegal to destroy federal communications about your job. So we think that there are several instances, both lying to Congress, which he lied to me about the gain of function research, and also about telling us that, about freedom of information as well and destroying records.
Would they be able to get past that pardon?
That's a question. And there's never ever been a pardon that was given for no specific crime and over a long period of time. The only way you'd ever know is to take it to court. They might be hesitant to take it to court thinking they won't win. I'm not expert enough to say whether they'd win or lose. It's a tough battle. But I think there is a question whether you can pardon somebody for a crime that is not specified. So I think there's at least a chance. And I think this is important enough to get the truth out about Anthony Fauci that I hope it happens. I got to run. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Senator.
I hope that does happen too, because that is insane. I mean,
Destroying your emails in a government position, like this is like Hillary Clinton. Again, this is what happens when you don't hold them accountable. When the big dogs do it, like Hillary Clinton, when she whitewashes her entire. She bleaches her whole computer system, and then nobody ever gets held responsible. So then Fauci comes along and goes, well, just destroy it. Like you have email evidence of him saying, here, I'm sending you this information. This is factual information. The masks don't work. We're concerned about the Wuhan lab. We're concerned that it wasn't a wet market virus that leaked. So yeah, can you destroy this email? It's like Mission Impossible. This message will destroy. And that's the
it
wrong
will self-destruct.
Self-destruct. Thank you. Wow, we are almost there today.
Should you choose to accept it? All of you that are riling about justice, can we please have justice for the ones who have lied, right? Like,
let's start there.
Like the moral police. Like, could we please with the lying? Like lying under oath, lying. Like in government positions, lying. Like destroying evidence, lying. Like where are you with that? Like,
start there.
are you making like this is my thing? Like you're on social media and that's just your life, because real life is on social media. It's not like in personal, dialogues and relationships, like living like real life.
You'll live with a red flag, but God forbid somebody has a private life. I'm thinking of line dancing the other day, and this guy was out there. Y'all, if you're gonna wear country boots, do not wear shorts. That as a male, that's not okay. But he had red shorts on, and I said, you know why everybody's looking at him?
The hot pants.
Because women like red flags.
Oh wow!
It went down good with my friend group, but I'm just saying.
Hot pants. It
was not appropriate, sir, and I couldn't.
I was on it today with these songs, man. That was SNL with J-Lo. I got my hot pants. Got my hot. Is it hot pants or tight pants?
You don't
remember which one it was.
Wait. You don't need a nightclub tonight or Saturday. You just need to rewatch this episode. We are all the nightlife you need or could ever hope for. Well, Allie, you posted something yesterday, and it got a lot of heat. It got a lot of heat. It got a lot of traction. I was like, ooh, she's on to something. Let's take a look at Allie Leger's post regarding the Southern Poverty Law Center. Take a look here.
Did anyone at the SPLC ever raise any concerns about your practice of funding hate groups?
We don't fund hate groups.
Why wasn't the SPLC, no, you're under oath, remember that. You are under oath here today.
I said we don't fund hate groups.
Okay, except the $4.1 million that you gave to the KKK, the National Socialist Movement, and the Aryan Nations.
Congresswoman Hageman, those are allegations that will be addressed. That will be addressed.
All right.
In the criminal case pending against the SPLC.
The SPLC also played a part in funding the 2017 Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, and you paid an organizer who drafted racist posts under the SPLC's supervision. You fomented the hate, and then you made bank off of it, about $80 million in the following months after that rally. But you didn't just make a ton of money that day. 3 people actually died. Police officers and a woman named Heather Danielle Heyer. So from the standpoint of your business model, making money off of hatred, you must say that was actually a very successful day for the SPLC. Would you agree with that?
SPLC doesn't foment hate.
Well, that day you did.
She has receipts, y'all. She is a sitting congresswoman who their staff goes through all of the information to find the receipts. It's not like they don't have the information. She's not talking out the side of her neck, especially not Congresswoman Hageman. That woman, I love her. Like I want to be her when I grow up. She is seriously, her and Virginia Fox are like, firebrands. I love it. I love it. She is one of, I think she's one of my ultimate favorites. But
so remember that one time when there was a peaceful assembly at the Capitol, and then we had FBI informants that were pretending to be MAGA, and then they shot like rubber bullets and threw tear gas at grandparents, and then opened the doors to the Capitol, and people went in, and then they took their livelihood and their lives away, and then they threw them in gulags where they didn't even have clean water or toilets to use. And then remember how they lost everything that they had, their whole livelihood, their families, some of them their lives, and they really can't get that family or that life back. Remember when that happened on January 6th? And then people are like still hating on all these people, but you've got the Southern Poverty Law Center who in 2017 did the same thing. They gathered together, right? They gathered together for an event. And then now we know the Southern Poverty Law Center actually fed it a more hateful meaning, just like some of the FBI informants, I believe, inside that were put inside the MAGA movement to stir the pot, to foment that hate. Only in this situation, lives were legitimately lost because of what they did. And what? There's no gulags, there's no arrests, there's no
because
commission.
A non-governmental organization, an NGO, has sponsored hate and profited off of it. Like they're proverbially heads need to roll.
Yeah, I
like they need to be this, and I can't wait for this investigation to come to fruition.
And he's under oath. This is how much they lie.
Yeah, no, they lie under oath, and there's something that needs to be done about it.
But again, you look at Fauci, lied while
Under
testifying
oath,
under oath, and what's
nothing
happened to him?
He's been referred twice already, and nothing's happened.
So this guy is like, I'll just wait till there's a Democrat president with an auto pen, and they'll give me a blanket pardon, and then I'll never be held liable.
Yep,
like, how do you get a blanket pardon? You don't even get that in your marriage. You screw up, you're gonna have to pay a consequence. You don't get it in your job. You don't get it at school. Try plagiarizing something in school. There are consequences. How do you get a blanket pardon?
Are there though?
Well,
are there really consequences?
If I tried something, there would be. So all I'm saying is I want that for Fauci. How do you get a blanket pardon? They're like, he's done so much shit wrong that I don't know that we can just like auto pen it in. So let's just say everything.
Yeah, because
it's like better than grace. It's like you don't even have to admit to wrongdoing.
Jesus.
But even Jesus, you gotta confess. You can't,
and not just to him.
Wow. Are you a little upset? Did we get your blood boiling a little too much
Good,
for
I
the
hope
weekend?
so.
Can I say something, Allie? One last thing.
No.
Before we close out the show, I learned something the other day.
I'm kidding. What'd you learn?
Did you say shh?
Because I'm playing around.
Oh my God.
Hush, woman. Like, did you know? I'm gonna lose my face. Have you seen that there are women at the TPUSA WLS Women's Leadership Summit? Some women were talking about how they would give away their right to vote because they were aligned with a Christian husband.
The TPUSA women were?
Some women that attended the WLS.
So they're saying if my husband was committed to doing the right thing,
yes,
and I could always trust on his vote,
right,
I wouldn't necessarily need to.
I would give my right to vote away because liberal women are destroying this nation. Right?
So you don't take everyone, because what about those of us that aren't into that covering?
Exactly. That's exactly.
Or God forbid you're in a household like I came across last weekend where one of the spouse is Republican, the other one's Democrat. How the hell does that happen?
Your husband isn't actually submitted under the Lord and thinks he is.
Yeah.
How if you're misaligned in your marriage, and then it's like,
you know what? No, here's where I disagree with that, because the marriages are, and I know people hate the 50-50%. It is 50-50. I'm not talking about income. I'm not talking about
it's 100. You give your 100%.
But I'm saying you each have correct. You each have the same amount of responsibility in your marriage, regardless of who carries what.
Yeah.
And so I think in this country, you need to have the same amount of commitment.
Yes.
And if you both are aligned in your household, then that's 2 votes.
That's great.
Yay.
2 votes. No.
But here's what I came across this other day. No, yeah, that does not represent most conservative women, I would think. But or I would at least like to push back on that. don't hesitate when you're out and about this weekend to politely or just out of the blue, not be afraid to speak about or put out there something that you feel politically. Because I normally don't, especially because I'm running for office, but I was out at this thing the other day and I said something. I actually said it very sarcastically. So if they didn't like it, it could have been like laughed off. But I said something about like the auto pen and everybody laughed. And I looked around and as I looked around, there was like every age, every demographic, male, female, different socioeconomic set. And I'm like, do they think I'm funny? And then it caused one-off discussions of like, isn't that something? I didn't even vote in the last election, but that's, don't be afraid because you never know who's like kind of actively, you want to talk about the true questioning?
Yeah.
This is the questioning that America should be having.
Yeah.
What the hell just happened? What did I just live through the COVID? What just happened? And people might, it can be like a conversation starter.
No, for sure.
I mean, I didn't get knocked out, so
Look.
try it. Look.
I'm gonna stay away from that. All right, you guys, we love you so much. We can't thank you for spending time with us. What? Thanks for spending time with us this morning. We will catch you bright and early Monday morning.
That's right, guys. Until then, make sure you stay with an open mic and keep it out of pocket.
All right.
Two queens, no filter, say what they feel. Allie and Michelle keep it way too real.